What's up YouTube, PokePrimer here, primed and ready to deliver you our week 3 team builder here for the NPBF here on the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again once again. We are 2-0 in this league so far, and we are absolutely killing it, dude. We are killing it here, man. This is fantastic. We have absolutely destroyed our competition so far, and hopefully this week we can keep up the trend. This week we are taking on Nathan and the Summit Silvallys, and he has actually a very interesting team with another key flaw that I'm going to point out here. Hopefully he watches this somehow and fixes it after we're done fisting him, essentially. His team consists of Mimikyu, Superior, Weavile, Alolan Ninetales, Mega Glalie, Araquanid, Incineroar, Steelix, Silvally, and Type Null. His Z-Crystal users are Weavile, Araquanid, and Incineroar. Now, I'm gonna front with you guys real quick. I like Aurora Veil offense, but you don't build an entire Draft League team around Veil offense like this, ever. His only rock resist on his team is Steelix. So once Steelix is dead, any rock type move is just gonna fist his team. Literally just in the butt. Fisted. It's not a good thing. Mimikyu's cheeky. Superior can be cheeky if it gets going. I'm not gonna let it get going, but it could be cheeky if it does. His team's not, I won't say his team's bad, but his team's not good, is the words I will use to describe it, to the best of my ability. His team has another key flaw in the fact that it has 0, and I will count this 0, hazard removal. None. So, I'm going to hazard stack him. I'm going to hazard stack this man because I have no reason not to. Because if you're going to draft a team and not have hazard removal, expect me to take advantage of that. That's the... I looked ahead at the schedule, and this guy is the only reason I still have this Pokemon on my team. And that is Excelgor. Focus Sash on Burden. We have Spikes, Bug Buzz, HP Steel, and Knock Off. Just enough speed to outspeed everything on his team, including the, all the way up to the Weavile. We outspeed everything naturally on his team. Scarfers, I'm not worried about because of the Unburden. If they're Scarfed, they'll outspeed us once, knock us down to our Sash, and we will outspeed them the following turn because of the Unburden, so we'll be able to do whatever we need to do. We have Special Attack Investment because we want to at least be able to hit something decently hard. Max HP just because I want to have max HP. We have... Goal is to get at least 1 or 2 layers of spikes up. We're guaranteed pretty much, unless he goes like Life Orb Weavile and then like knock off into Ice Shard turn 1, which I don't think he's gonna do. I don't think you lead Weavile against us. I just think that's a stupid plan, and that's how you lose the game, is leading stupidly against us. So don't do that, buddy. If he actually if he leads Weavile, to be completely honest, I am just gonna click Bug Buzz. I don't know if it kills, but I'd be surprised if it wasn't a kill. There's a couple different turn 1 plays that I have for this Mon. It's just a matter of what he leads against us. Alright, we're gonna move my mic over a little bit. We have 160 special attack with Bug Buzz. Hidden Power, Steel, and that's all that matters. Against Weavile, Bug Buzz does 91 to 108%. If he is a Life Orbed variant, if he's a Life Orb variant, he dies turn 1, which would be hilarious. Another potential lead he could have that we can immediately counter would be Alolan Ninetales. If he leads Alola Tails, he's going to try to get up the Aurora Veil immediately. For sure. And with HP Steel, we guarantee two-shot him, even after getting the Aurora Veil up. So no matter what, this Mon is guaranteed to 1v1 and beat the Alola Ninetales lead, and basically shut down Aurora Veil for the remainder of the game, which is great. And then after that, we can literally just get a layer of spikes up and not worry about anything else. Because honestly, like, if this thing is guaranteed to go down, like if the hail goes up turn 1 and he breaks our sash and everything and this thing's guaranteed to go down, I'm just going to focus on killing the Alola Tails and then set up a layer of spikes. Because unless he goes into a Scarfer, a layer of spikes is all I need. Because I know this thing's frail, I know this thing is going to die to just about any hit in the history of ever, but at least I'm going to go down swinging with this beautiful bastard of a Pokemon. I love it. But for the most part, most of his leads I can pretty much just safely click spikes against and just spike stack, which is really, really nice. I like to be able to spike stack on things. I want to spike stack on my opponent this week, and that's the whole plan of having Excelgor. The next one we're bringing is Dr. Giro, the Registeel with the Aka Berry. Aka Berry is there for the Incineroar. He most definitely has to bring Incineroar, or even Superior in the broad scheme of things, if he has the HP Fire on it, which he might just have. Like, it's fully possible. I'd be shocked if he didn't. But we have Stealth Rock, Brick Break, Iron Head, and Counter. This is our way of, especially if he does the whole get the Veil going turn 1 thing, this is how we beat that. Because once Excelgor goes down, we can go into this thing, and we can click Brick Break. He's never going to bring Mimikyu on this thing. So we can go into this thing, click Brick Break, get rid of the Aurora Veil, then we can get Rocks up, and we have the Aka Berry so that if he ever goes with Incineroar to attack us and kill us, we can click Counter and kill him back. So this thing's basically built to kill Incineroar, get up Rocks, break the Aurora Veil, and maybe hit an Iron Head on a Steel type or two. That's the entire purpose of this Registeel set, and I'll be damned if it don't work. I'll be damned. This set has a lot of potential to like these first two Mons are expendable, but they have their jobs. They have very clear jobs as to what they are meant to do as Pokemon in this match, and if they do their jobs right, we win. Like, with at least 1 to 2 layers of spikes plus rocks, the chip on his team is going to be so massive that everything left on my team just has to click moves the rest of the match, and then we just win. We don't have to think about clicking what moves to click. It's just a matter of clicking moves that hit things. The next one we're bringing in this week is Garchomp. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm still iffy about bringing Garchomp this week. I'm actually even more iffy now that I'm in the Team Builder itself, because we got Earthquake, Iron Head, Stone Edge, and Toxic. Basically, it's supposed to be like an anti-ice type Mon. It's supposed to like just kill one of the ice types at least. But it's so it's built in such a way that it's completely expendable. And I don't like that necessarily. What am I outspeeding with that 4 in speed? What am I outspeeding with that? Is that Incineroar? Is that outspeeding Incineroar? I think so. Really don't like Garchomp in this match at all. I don't like any of my other Mons in this match either. I just don't like any of my other Mons in this matchup at all. A lot of my team just doesn't work well in this match. Just doesn't. Ugh. I'll keep it because maybe he won't expect it to come. Maybe he'll play poorly around it. It's entirely possible. If this thing doesn't hit the field, if this thing doesn't have to hit the field, I don't want it to. That's the situation in my mind as I'm seeing it right now. like, looking at my team, there's just nothing else on my team. Celebi doesn't want to come because there's too many things that threaten it. Sigilif doesn't want to come because there's a lot of things that threaten Sigilif on this team. I just realized my team is really weak to ice. Really weak to ice. And dark. Skuntank doesn't want to come just because of Steelix. Well, I think Skuntank just doesn't want to come because Skuntank just doesn't want to come. I don't know. I can maybe find a set for Skuntank now that I think about it. It's just, it's not easy. It's not easy. Maybe... Actually, yeah. Yeah, you're about to see some live editing. We're gonna throw Skuntank in there. Pepe's coming to the match. It's a little last minute, but we're gonna go with it. Aftermath for the ability, because why not? Did I actually name you Pepe in? Yeah, I named you Pepe. Okay. Just want to make sure that I put the right name this time. Pepe. As for the set, I believe I'm gonna go with an Assault Vest set because of Superior. Superior makes me want to go Assault Vested against this thing, as well as Alola Ninetales. Which kind of makes me feel like I need to be Assault Vested because I need to be Assault Vested because I need to take Leaf Storms better. I'm gonna go max HP. I don't really need to outspeed too much. I actually don't really need any speed investment at all. Actually, no, I'm gonna invest to the 241 mark. So I can outspeed Incineroar. Do I want to do that? I do, just because I want to outspeed something. 241. That's 148. And then I guess for the rest of the investment, I'm just gonna go into attack because I guess why not? Why is it not updating? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go Poison Jab because I want to be able to have a stab move that will hit the Superior, as well as just being neutral against the entirety of his team besides Steelix. We're going to pack the Fire Blast because I want to be able to hit the Steelix with something. We're gonna have the Fire Blast actually also hits the Weavile and the Glalie, neither of which are very bulky, so that actually really helps us in the long run. What else do I want? What else do I want? What else do I want? If only this thing got knockoff, it'd be so much better of a Pokemon, in my opinion. It'd be so much better if it had knockoff. You know what I mean? So much better if it had knockoff, for sure. It would actually be like next level god tier Pokemon. Just doesn't have a good move pool for this matchup. Shit biscuits. Alright, instead of going with logic, we're gonna say fuck it. We're actually gonna go, just to make it so that I can actually hit some special moves, we're gonna go minus defense because there's not really anything physical that I'm trying to wall with this mod. So at least this way I can include special moves as well. It has a little bit more of a wider move array now that I have done that. Fire Blast is going to be like just clicked to catch the Steelix switch-ins because Steelix is just going to switch in that thing every time. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I like this idea. I'm gonna go acid spray, and then also sludge bomb. You know, acid spray, sludge bomb. Because that's triple poison coverage. What kind of insanity is this? Oh god. 3 out of my 4 moves that I clicked just don't do anything to Steelix. One of which does. I prefer having the poison jab because that's a better way to hit superior in the long run. I don't have to do other moves to it, plus acid spray, which just raises sped F, and that just makes things worse. Acid spray, sludge bomb is good because anything after the Steelix dies that switches in, I can hit with an acid spray, get its def lowered, and then I can hit it with sludge bomb, stab sludge bomb afterwards, and then it'll do a shit ton of damage, actually. It'll do probably just about as much, if not more, slightly more than poison jab would. I just can't do that strat on superior, but I can do it on anything else, and that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be what I go with. We're doing it. Fuck it, we're doing it live. I'm going to put it right here before that mon, just because that was where we were at. And now we're going to continue as normal, as if I didn't just totally live redo the team on the team builder. Lol. Yeah, no, we did it. That's going to be, I actually like that set. I actually like that a little bit better than having Garchomp there. Garchomp really doesn't do much for us this week. And it'll be nice to have Skuntank finally make its debut too. So now we have 2 debuts this week as well. Excelgor and Too Fast and Pepe are coming out for the first week. That leaves us with literally all... Have we used all of our Pokemon actually at this point? No, just Sigilif. Sigilif needs to debut. Hopefully we can debut Sigilif soon. I love Sigilif. Next one we're going to be bringing is Salazzle. Focus Sash Salazzle. We have dual Focus Sash this week. Kind of crazy, but not too crazy. We have Toxic, Flamethrower, Sludge Wave, and Knockoff. Yes, we have Corrosion. Of course we have Corrosion. Basically, again, I just want to click Toxic randomly and get Toxics on things, like if I can. We have enough speed to outspeed the Superior, which is super important because Superior is annoyingly fast, and I want to be able to outspeed and kill that thing. This thing can actually, if like Superior gets itself going, it can just come in and kill it or scare it out easily. And the thing about this is I can freely, like one way or another, I can beat the Superior because I can click Toxic against it one way or another. And if like he switches, he switches. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Like one way or another, it's fine. It can be taken care of. You know, it can be handled very effectively by this mon because, okay, if it's Scarfed into Leaf Storm, he's probably going to switch, which means I get a free, I can maybe click Knockoff and get an item off something, which will be huge. Or I can get Toxic and get a guaranteed Toxic on something, which is also huge. A good switch in he has to this thing would probably be either an AV Incineroar, or maybe his Araquanid, or Type Null if he wants to be crazy. All of which don't want to get Toxic. Same thing with Mimikyu as well. But Mimikyu would never switch in and lose its disguise that easily. So, I can easily click Toxic or Knockoff on anything coming in against this mon for like the first part of the battle. Like the goal is to keep rocks off the field too. I had to have that taken care of so that I don't have my Sash broken either, because that would be unfort, massively unfort. But yeah, we have this Salazzle set that's just going to put in work. Flamethrower, Sludge Wave is all I really need to hit his team. Like once Araquanid's gone, this thing can tear through pretty much everything, which is really nice. I love Salazzle. I love Salazzle. So Salazzle's starting to grow on me. It's a really, really good Pokemon. I'm starting to really fall in love with Salazzle, so I'm really happy we have it. The next mod we're bringing is Nick Cannon, the Mega Blastoise, max HP, 168 into special attack, and we just threw 88 into our physical attack because this thing without this would get walled by Araquanid, but now we're no longer walled by Araquanid. We're running a Quiet Nature because we really don't need outspeed anything on its team. In all honesty, like, I don't care if I outspeed Incineroar. Incineroar can't really hurt us. I don't care if, and then there's really nothing else I can outspeed with this mon. So it's just a matter of, like, it was a matter of preferences, like what I decided to do with it. And I think this is probably my best possible bet, because this way I'm not beaten by Araquanid, if that makes sense. I'm not, Araquanid cannot beat me. Because we have Surf, Flash Cannon, Rock Slide, and Rapid Spin. Flash Cannon is obviously so we can hit the Steel types on the team very effectively. Rock Slide is there because it does 40 to 47% to an Araquanid, maybe even more depending on his investments and how he invests. And I went with this idea because Araquanid's an easy switch into this thing. And actually, when it comes to his team, none of his mons really want to switch into it because nothing wants to take that neutral coverage. So Rock Slide's a really good go-to click move with this mon that I can just get damage off on anything, because any of the ice types are going to take damage, a lot of it. Mimikyu is going to lose its disguise. Superior takes a little bit of damage. I have my switch into Superior already unlocked, so it's not a problem. And at the end of the day, like, Araquanid just doesn't appreciate a Rock Slide. And it allows me to 1v1 Araquanid very effectively. Araquanid does not outspeed me, and very rarely could outspeed me, even with a minus speed nature, so I can guarantee get Rock Slides off, maybe get a flinch, which would be really hilarious if I can. Because I can see him going just max HP Assault Vest, or even just, like, max Spadef. And if he goes max Spadef Araquanid to counter my Blastoise, then this Rock Slide tech is even better than I thought it could be. So, really hoping that this works out. It's really, really different. It's a really, really strange kind of prep for me, but I think it has a lot of potential because of the simple fact that this mon just like it stands out so much clearly from me. Like, Surf and Flash Cannon, like, with the team, it seems obvious. Like, it's just, Surf's good for stab, Flash Cannon's good for the ice type. Like, that's obvious. But, like, the Rock Slide, it's just such an interesting tech for me to bring in the match. I'm really excited and hope it works. Plus, we have Rapid Spin, of course, because I want to keep rocks off the field so that my Salazzle can come in cleanly and keep its sash intact as best as possible. Now, for the last mon on the team, as always, ladies and gentlemen, it is another week and another time to shine with I'm in love with Tapu Koko. In love with the Tapu Koko. Expert Belt this week. Max attack, Jolly Nature, 216 in speed, so we outspeed everything on the team, including Weavile, all of the above. And just the rest going to HP. Wild Charge, Brave Bird, Nature's Madness, and U-Turn. I went with Expert Belt because I didn't want the extra damage from Life Orb, even though the damage output would have been nice. U-Turn's a really good move to click in this match because he has... essentially he doesn't have... Like, once Steelix is gone, he doesn't really have anything that switches into me at all. But if Steelix is still there, I can click Nature's Madness instead. And Steelix comes in, like, it thinks it can come in for free, and it just loses half its health right off the bat, which is really good. Like, obviously this is just implying that Steelix is still around, but, like, it's still an option. Like, Nature's Madness will get rid of half of Steelix's health, which is huge for this matchup. And I can easily revenge it with just about anything on my team. Like, that's a free switch into... That gives me a switch into Blastoise to capitalize off of it. Because I can actually just Nature's Madness and then U-turn into Blastoise, and we'll be good to go. So, like, it's a good situation. Wild Charge Brave Bird is just good for the rest of his team. Brave Bird is good for the Superior. And Brave Bird's good for the Superior, just for the Superior. Wild Charge hits everything else on his team neutrally, which is good. And then we just have U-turn for momentum. Like this, Tapu Koko is just it seemed like the beginning of every week, even though I have this at the end, I like to talk about it last. But this Mon is just... It's just so good. It's just so... It's such a good Pokemon, and it just... Like, building with this Mon is just... It comes so easily every week. Like, it's always the first Mon that I build with, that I build every single week, and it just flows. Easy. Like, this Mon just... Like, the set just shows up. Like, I just start typing shit and the set just appears. And there it is. Like, it's so easy to build with this Mon. It's such an easy Mon to build. It's so good. It's such a good Pokemon. I can't get over how amazingly amazing this Pokemon actually is. I love Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko is just so great. I'm very, very happy that I have this Mon on the team, and hopefully I can continue to prove how good it actually is. But with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. If you guys have enjoyed this team builder, if you guys like the team, let me know in the comment section below. Like this video if you enjoyed your time here. Subscribe if you have not already. And until next time, I'm PokePrimer, and I am signing off. Peace.